Hey guys, here's a video on replacing window switches for the passenger side or the rear doors. I made a video about replacing the driver's side and you guys wanted to see how to do the rest of them. So this is pretty much the same way for the rest of them. Here's your little pocket screwdriver. I put a little bend in this little pocket screwdriver so it can help me take out these little trims. You'll see what it looks like right now. I just put a little bend on the vise on it. We're going to pop out this trim little by little. Don't get too crazy to break it, but they come off pretty easy. So as you saw there, that's what the little bend on the screwdriver looks like. Next, we're going to get a wedge. We're going to start working this thing around just to make sure we can lift this piece of trim. The central point right there is where I'm putting the wedge. That's kind of where you want to pry up on it. Now this wedge has seen better days, so it's a little bit on the softer side. But after a few minutes, you're going to be able to lift this up. And after that, it's pretty quick to replace these. And just keep working it until you see it lift up just like that. The clip finally gave, and now this thing is ready to come up. Just kind of walk it back and forth and it'll come up. Once it's up, go ahead and disconnect the connector from it, and then you should be able to replace this thing. So it's got about 4 tabs on each side and then a couple of clips in the front and the rear. Just get your pocket screwdriver again and just lift those one at a time as you're putting pressure on it, and it'll pop right out after you do a couple of these. Now, once you get this thing separated, it's a good time to clean this because a lot of junk and dirt and stuff gets in there. So once you get this off, it's a good time to get an interior cleaner or something to clean this, a rag with a little bit of water, get all this junk off of it. Once it's clean and ready to go ahead and start putting your switch in there. It's only going to go on one way, so make sure you put it on. The flat side goes towards the door. The switch's got to obviously face up so you can pull up. Once you get the switch in there, you're going to start putting the connector back in, and the switch will be ready to go back in. Again, flat piece goes towards the door. Start walking it in, and it should clip in right away after a couple of tries. Once that trim is in, you're going to be able to put the silver trim in there. It only goes in one way. It's a little thinner on the top than it is on the bottom. So just pop this sucker in, and you should be done. Next step is just to make sure that the window is working. So put your key in, turn it to position 1 or 2, and then test your switch to make sure it's working. Now what you could do too is once you get the switch in there, is put the switch all the way to the bottom and then bring it up. Once it gets to the top, hold it for a second or two, and that'll sync it. Here's the part number.